Good morning, students. I am S. Banerjee, your economics teacher. Today we discuss on measures to alleviate poverty. So there are basically two types of measures. One is known as the general measures, and another is known as the specific measures or special programs, which are known as poverty alleviation programs of government. First, we will discuss on general measures to alleviate poverty. Number one, the rate of economic growth should be raised. Economic growth means rise in real GDP continuously. So, to achieve this goal, we should increase our GDP at high rate. It should be more than 7% an annum. If an economy grows fastly, the standard of living of people improves, and by this way we can alleviate poverty. Second, providing minimum basic amenities. Minimum basic amenities means food, shelter, clothing, healthcare facilities, etc. The people who are rich, they can easily afford the cost of minimum amenities, but the people below poverty line can't afford the cost of these amenities. So it is the responsibility of state to provide these minimum basic amenities to each and every citizen, and to the people who are in below poverty line, these facilities or amenities should be provided at nominal rate or subsidized rate. So by this way we can improve the standard of living of each and every citizen of the country. Number three, stability in price level. We know that rising price or inflation is one of the basic reasons for poverty in a country. So we should control price level, or we should maintain stability in the price level. If we maintain price stability, the fixed income group people's standard of living won't be decline. So stability in price level is one of the measures to fight with poverty. For this purpose, the government should maintain good monetary policy as well as the fiscal policy, and we will discuss these policies in the macroeconomics. Number four, development of agriculture and rural sector. We know that India is an agrarian country, and many people are stay in rural area and they depends on agriculture for their livelihood. So agricultural development is a key for the fight with poverty in India. For this purpose, the peasants should be provided better inputs at subsidized rate, and they should be provided credit facilities at a lower rate of interest. By this way we should ensure agricultural and rural development in India. Number five, various beneficiary oriented programs need to be strengthened. In India, there are many programs for the educated youth as well as the rural people, those who are unemployed or underemployed. The main objectives of these programs to provide better employment opportunities to these people. So only the need is to strengthen these programs. If we strengthen these programs, automatically the benefits benefits must be provided to the needy people, and by this way we can fight with the poverty. So these are the general measures. Now we discuss the special programs to fight poverty and unemployment, and these are also known as the government's poverty alleviation programs. So there are many programs. The main programs are as following. Number 1, National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme, or Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme. You can know this on the name of the Manrega. You have already studied in class 9th. The National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, or Manrega, is a job guarantee scheme enacted by legislation on August 25, 2005, and came into effect on February 2, 2006. The scheme provides a legal guarantee for 100 days of wage employment in every financial year to the adult members of any rural household willing to do public work related unskilled manual work at a statutory minimum wage. So by this way, the state give guarantee for the at least 100 days job for in a year. So it is this program is very popular in rural areas. Second program, Pradhan Mantri Rozgar Yojana, PMRY. Prime Minister Rozgar Yojana for providing self-employment to educated unemployed youth was announced by the Prime Minister on 15th August 1993 to provide self-employment opportunities to educated unemployed youth in the country. The scheme has been formally launched on 2nd October 1993. The PMRY, or the Pradhan Mantri Rozgar Yojana, has been designed to provide employment to more than 1 million persons by setting up of 7 lakh micro enterprises by the educated unemployed youth. It relates to the setting up of self-employment ventures through industry, service and business routes. Number 3, Pradhan Mantri Gramoday Yojana, PMGY. Pradhan Mantri Gramoday Yojana, launched in the year 2000-2001 to improve the standard of living of rural people. The objective of Pradhan Mantri Gramoday Yojana is to focus on village level development in 5 critical areas: health, primary education, drinking water, housing and rural roads. Number 4, National Food for Work Program. The National Food for Work Program was launched in November 2001 in 150 most backward districts of the country, identified by the Planning Commission in consultation with the Ministry of Rural Development and the state governments. The objective of the program was to provide food security through wage employment to 150 most backward and drought affected districts of the country, so that generation of supplementary wage employment and providing of food security through creation of need based economic, social and community assets in these districts are further intensified. Number 5, Antyodaya Anna Yojana. The aim of Antyodaya Anna Yojana scheme, launched in 2000, is to provide special food based assistance to destitute households. These households are given a special ration card or Antyodaya card and are entitled to special grain quotas at highly subsidized prices. Against each Antyodaya card, beneficiary household or individuals are entitled to 35 kg of subsidized rice or wheat per month from the designated local ration shop. The subsidized price charged is rupees 2 per kg for wheat and rupees 3 per kg for rice. These are very nominal price for rice and wheat. So many people are benefited from this scheme. Number 6, National Rural Livelihood Mission, that is also known as NRLM. The NRLM was launched on April 1, 1999. It aims at promoting micro enterprises and helping the rural poor into self-help groups, your SHGs. The scheme covers all aspects of self-employment like organization of rural poor into SHG and their capacity building, training, planning of activity clusters, infrastructure development, financial assistance, marketing support, etc. Number 7, the Swarn Jayanti Sahari Rozgar Yojana has been replaced by NULM in September 2013. It aims to promote gainful employment to the urban unemployed. The mission aims at providing shelter with basic amenities to urban homeless. There are some questions for your evaluation and home assignment, such as what is meant by poverty, describe the general measures to alleviate poverty in India, briefly explain the major and latest poverty alleviation programs implemented in India, compare and contrast NFFWP and NREGS, prepare a chart which shows the major poverty alleviation programs and their objectives. Thank you and have a nice day.